So I am in New Mexico on my way towards Colorado. Today is the 8th of April, 2021. And I'm going to just take the camera and show you out the window the weather. It's pretty. I just happened to find it ironic that in Colorado there is an area called the Garden of the Gods. And I'm a dork, so I thought it was funny. Nonetheless, I also thought it was interesting to see the weather in regards to, just the clouds. I went through here in reference to my Medal of Honor art project when in Colorado. There was an area in Colorado. It was 2018. It was 2018. I had gotten a coin from a Medal of Honor guy, a living one. I went to go get my hair taken care of, and as I'm in the booth, and my hairstylist is cutting my hair, she goes, "Do you know who that guy is?" And I was like, "No." and essentially, it's a guy named Leroy Petrie. So I got a coin. I was all excited. And as soon as my son got home from school, I was like, "Oh, how's your day? How's your day? How's your day?" And, he told me about his day. We talked about it, and he looked at me and he's like, "You seem a little excited. What happened?" And I get all happy, fairy dancy, and I'm just like, "I met my first living Medal of Honor guy. It's so awesome." And my son looks at me and he's just like, "What did you just say?" I said, "I just met him. I got a coin. I got a coin. And so I was all excited because, it's the first living Medal of Honor guy I got to meet, knowing, and stuff. So fast forward, I'm on my Medal of Honor art project trip. My son was at camp and, doing his camp stuff while I was doing my Medal of Honor art project stuff. And I have issues with technology. Some severe issues. Best Buy's Geek Squad knows. I have broken, 13 laptops between 2006 to 2013. And those are only the Geek Squad accidental warranty program ones that were counted in that. And I didn't do it on purpose, just have issues with technology. And it's frustrating because I used to be really, really good with technology. So it is what it is. Nonetheless, I'm on my Medal of Honor art project trips from 2014 through to basically 2018. I had specific plans. I would spend however much time figuring out which way would be the best way to go, so on and so forth, maximize the amount of, completed things that needed to be done while, in a minimal way, as best as possible. And so because of the amount of time of traveling and the distance and so on and so forth, it took me a few years to learn that there are 24 hours in a day. I learned that in 2017. That's, is what it is. So 2013 is when I learned about the level of my issues with technology. Not necessarily a way to explain it other than certain issues. So I go and had booked my hotel room in Denver, Colorado, right? And I can make fun of myself. I can. So I had booked my hotel at an extended stay America, and all I knew was the brand name and then the area-ish. The particular location has tech in it, tech center, right? It didn't dawn on me about technology center. That didn't click. I can make fun of myself now. So, I had my issues as far as after winding up in Washington State, which, I was dealing with the zapping and whatnot like that. Well, Denver, not knowing that it was a technology center until after getting back, mind you, to Washington State, I was being zapped ridiculously in the area. And it was excruciatingly painful. In the area where I was, the closest reference that I have for the few days that I was there was at the area I would volunteer at in Seattle when certain airplanes would fly over. And I was just, ooh, this hurts. So I can make a joke because, there are jokes that are based in truth, and this is very much based in truth. So, I was being electrocuted so badly that I had no idea what to do. And at one point, I had remembered when I was a child, growing up in New Jersey, before I could touch a computer, I had to touch a metal lamp to ground because of, at those times, especially in the 1980s, the technology stuff didn't have as much in the internal mechanisms as it does now for certain things. And so, in order to prevent just something as small as static electricity from destroying a computer motherboard, I had to touch the metal lamp, which is irony because I enjoy wearing corsets, and the irony on that is multifaceted, of course. Nonetheless, if I think back correctly, the times when I could go into the office and it not be as much of a problem, so long as there weren't certain types of airplanes flying overhead, the office didn't really have that much of a problem with their computers. It's irony. Because of the type of corsetry I prefer. It has to be spiral steel boning. A specific millimeter. Which is irony. So many ways. Nonetheless, the point that is amazingly funny, at minimum to me, is the fact that I went through my bags and I was like, I gotta find something that'll help. And I had the coin from Leroy Petrie. I was like, oh. And I had found it, and as soon as I touched it, it stopped being as zappy. Is the only way I could put it in words. It wasn't as zappy. It wasn't as owie. It wasn't as electrocuty-ish. And so, the only way I could go to sleep to get some rest was to put the metal coin right here. That was the only way I could stop being electrocuted enough to get some rest before the rest of my trip. In the Denver Technology Center. I learned is the moral of that. I learned that that's just how it is for me. So you know, yay. However, the weather is pretty and the scenery is quite lovely. So, I remembered that. Thought it'd be a good little video as I make my way along. That's really pretty over there though. So, you have a good one. Thank you for subscribing in advance, and make sure to go to my website, www.susanmealing.com. Have a good one.